Okay, so how do you actually use an ebook from Google Play? So you'll notice that I'm already at Google Play and under My Books, and we'll just open up Pride and Prejudice. So I'm going to go ahead and select that book. What it will do is it'll open up to this screen. Now, this is a very dynamic uh, ebook where you can actually do quite a bit. You can obviously come down here, scroll through the pages. I can come up to the top here and I can quickly move back and forth in between chapters. So let's say we want the introduction here. It's a very easy way of actually taking notes. And the way that that can be done is if I just highlight a particular word, I can define it. Okay, I can, again, double click and actually let me go ahead and select it. And I can add a note here. So we can say, that this is interesting. And then you have the ability to color code. And this might be a great way for students if they need to actually look at different types of information with the book. So maybe yellow is theme, green is character, red is setting. And so they can choose to customize that. We'll just say that this is a yellow one and we'll go ahead and save it. And then let me just come through here. We'll go to another page and let me go ahead and select this word. Oops. And we'll go ahead and add a note here again. This is interesting as well, and we'll give it a different color, pretending it actually pertains to something. Now you notice that there is something that's already highlighted here, and that's information like info cards. So you'll notice that if I come into the contents and go to info cards, you'll see that there is one on town or country. So there can be cards that are already built into the book to help give information to a student. It looks like my note didn't actually save, so I'll just say character information, and we'll give it, we'll save that. Okay, there it actually saves. So now if I come back into contents and I go into the notes section, I now can see notes that I've taken, and it'll actually tell me what page, and I like the fact that it is color-coded. So it'll help me as a student when I have to write a paper or I need to go back to information. And underneath, it actually shows the little note that I wrote. Now I could say, you know, I want to go back to that, and I can find the note here, I can edit it, and I can actually also delete it if I no longer need it. If I'm reading, and let's say, for instance, I'm reading, and let's go to, I don't know, we'll go to contents, we'll go to chapter 4. So let's say I've read this, and I now need to put my book away. I can bookmark it. And let's say it's another day, and I can, I can bookmark this again. When I come back to the book, I can go into the bookmark category, and then I can select the bookmark where I left off so that I can continue reading. I have other features. This is great for students who might need more assistance in terms of size being increased. So I can come in here and I can increase the text size. I can increase the spacing in between the lettering. I can choose to only have 1 page, 2 pages. I can change the font. So I have the ability to change that. The one thing to note about that as a teacher, if you are used to telling students, please go to page 23, my 23 may be completely different than someone else's 23 because of my settings that I have set. So a way to help a student might be to read a particular sentence, and I can then come in here and I can search for that, and it shows up on 29. There's some keywords that also show up on 106. But this is how I can then jump to that particular page. So you can ask students to search things by keywords if you are going to choose to allow students to use ebooks for their reading. So we did the search, and then I think I've included everything. So it's just another way for students to potentially read a book, a text for your class, and that's how it can be done through Google Play. remember, if it is something that you think you might want to give students an opportunity, you first need to talk to Jessie Gilchrist, and she'll make sure that the book that the students should have access to is sent to them, and then they'll be able to get it from their Google Play for Education account.